How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Surfing in My 40s. I'm 45 now, just turned recently, and it's gone by quick. I started surfing around 40 years old, and it's gone by really quick. I can't believe I'm halfway through. I'm gonna be 50 pretty soon. But I just wanted to share with you some things about me, how I was able to somewhat learn surfing. I wouldn't even say I know how to surf really, because I'm such a beginner compared to a lot of the guys I surf with. But in order to be successful, if you're trying to start surfing in your 40s, you got to have a squad. You got to have a group of guys that know what they're doing. And just so happened, someone moved from Hawaii out here, and one of my friends introduced me to him. And at the time, me and my friends we didn't really know what we were doing. We were surfing, but we didn't really know what we were doing. This guy comes in from Hawaii, and every session he had a tip. He would only give us like one or two tips, but he would always give us something to work on. He'd always tell us where we needed to be. He would help me with conquering my fear, because I had tremendous fear in the ocean. It was so nice to have someone out there that instructed me on how to do it the right way. Truth be told, I had surfed probably like about a year when I was around my early 20s. I surfed about a year, so I knew how to stand up on a board. It wasn't like I hit 40 and I never stood up on a board before, but I just stopped surfing because no one was there to teach me at the time when I was in my early 20s. So I just stopped. Didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew how to pop up. It wasn't like that was foreign to me. But I get to my 40s, I wanted to take it seriously. Played a lot of different sports. Basketball. I loved basketball growing up. I played a lot of football. I mean, not for the school or anything, but just pick up football games at parks. Played tennis. Really loved tennis. I snowboarded. I was into aggressive inline skating, so I kind of had I kind of liked the adventure of extreme sports a little bit. So surfing comes up, and I'm in my 40s. I'm like, this is my last hurrah. This is my last time to learn something new that is fun and enjoyable. You only can do so much. So here I am surfing, and again, I appreciate the friends that I've met. They're even little kids that are training me, young teenagers who live by the beach and taken the time to give me tips, and sometimes they're yelling at me, and it's a little bit embarrassing getting yelled at. I'm a 40-year-old man getting yelled at by little kids, but you know what? They know what they're doing out there, and they're only trying to help. So I appreciate every single person that knows what they're doing and gave me tips so I can become a better surfer. So if you want to pick up this sport, it's really good. It's not necessary, but it's really, really good if you know or meet some people that actually know what they're doing out there, can give you some good tips. Also, you gotta be in shape. I mean, I've never ever stopped working out since I was in high school. I've always stayed in shape. So when I was 40 and I said, hey, I want to start doing this, I was in shape, I was like in good shape, and I was, wasn't like I'm this 40-year-old out of shape dad just trying to wing it. No, I was in pretty good shape. I think that really helps you. If you are in good shape, you keep yourself in good shape, you'll be able to pick it up a lot faster. I'm 45, but honestly, I'm probably in the best shape of my life since I've been surfing. My whole workout has changed. I used to like lifting heavy weights, and now I don't even lift weights. I just do a lot of body weight exercises and things of that nature. So stay in shape. You want to learn this sport? I mean, if you're young, you can do anything. But when you're in your 40s, you should be in shape. if you're going to try out a sport in your 40s. You should be on a regular workout regimen. It's good to have good boards. I've been tinkering around with a lot of boards, and as a couple of my other channels showed, I like them. The volumes, it's around the 39 to 40, 41 liter range. And some people make fun of you or some people don't like all that literage, but I like it. 45 years old, I need to save my shoulders, so I like having some good foam underneath me so I can make the job easier. It helps out. So anyway, just wanted to give a few tips. Don't give up, because even if you're an athlete, you've done all these sports in the past, you start surfing and you start to question if you're even an athlete. Like, I consider myself a pretty good athletic person, and I start surfing and I'm like, am I even athletic? Like, the sport is so humbling, and it'll really test you physically and mentally, and it's so challenging. But when you turn a corner, every time I turn a corner and improve and take it to another level, oh man, it's just so gratifying, so thrilling. I remember I used to be really scared of anything over 3 feet, and I remember I just took time. Me and my buddy from Hawaii, we took one day, and it was like 4 foot out there, and I said, you know what, today I'm just gonna practice dropping. I'm just gonna practice dropping on those drops where you feel weightless. Those drops used to scare me. I used to hate those drops. I used to paddle over them all the time. I was just so frightened to be out there. But you know, after a couple sessions, and that's another thing too, is to take a couple sessions. If you're scared of the bigger sets, as you're getting used to the sport, and you're starting to paddle out in bigger waves, your first couple sessions, just be out there. You don't have to charge yet. Just be out there and start to get comfortable. That's what I did. I was just out there floating around, just trying to get comfortable, just paddling over sets, just getting used to it. And I remember every session, I'd go out on these bigger days, like 4 to 5 foot days. And that's big for me. I mean, that's probably not that big for a lot of good surfers out there. But for me, coming into the game late, 4 to 5 was starting to get big for me, and I would just start slowly getting comfortable out there, and then all of a sudden these big waves that used to be so scary, after you see them for a couple sessions, you're just like, okay, I've seen that size before. It didn't kill me. I've seen that. I've been pounded by that before. I can survive that. And next thing you know, you get the courage enough to charge, and man, what a good feeling. I used to be so scared of those steep drops. Now I love it. I look forward to those steep drops. That's like so fun. But I do have a limit, 4 to 5. When it says 4 to 5, there's going to be some rogue sets that are like 6, maybe even 7. So 4 to 5 is my limit. I'm not going to go anything past that. I have a family. I don't want to, put my life in jeopardy or anything like that. But just know your limits. Know what you can and can't do. If you put yourself in a sticky situation, you're able to get out of it. Remember those situations and avoid them. Like, I don't like high tide against cliffs. I don't like it. Some people are really good at paddling in, but for me, and it's just a nightmare trying to paddle in at high tide with the waves crashing against the cliff. So I kind of avoid those situations. I've been in those situations before, and it's just not a great feeling for me. So know what scares you, and know what you want to avoid, so that you can just have a fun, good, thrilling surf session. Nothing scary. Anyway, there are just a few things that I've learned from getting into the game late. Surfing is so fun, and I plan on doing it for the rest of my life. I always see like 70, sometimes, I don't know, maybe they're 80 years old. I see grandparents out there. I want to be one of them. And so hopefully I have a lot left in the tank. I'm 45. I'm hoping to catch an error this year. I've been studying it, and I'm starting to see the lips where it forms the ramp for you. So we'll see. 45, catch my first error. Let's see how it goes. But you know what? Keep on surfing. If you're late in the game like me, in your 40s, mid 40s, stay in shape, find your squad, and avoid icky, sticky situations. Stay safe, especially if you got families. The goal is you always got to come back home to the family. Don't put yourself in danger. Okay, that's my spiel for today. You guys stay safe. Peace.